Are you here because you're losing a lot of money? Are you here because you want to know how the professionals would plan for the next week? I'm going to go through my trading plans, my entries, targets, stop losses for the next week. So let's go. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't happen in the future. What I'm going to say today is only for educational purposes and not financial advice, so maybe also entertaining. I said last week that March is going to be difficult. March might have dollar bullishness. March might have yen bullishness. Well, we got some of it. This week has been weird, has been difficult, and let's see what the plan is for next week. For the Australian dollar, US dollar, we have price coming down to the monthly buyer price, the best price you can ever ask for, 75.50. Now, is that the bottom? We don't know. But what we do know is we got the price we wanted, but also we could go down to 75.00 and 74. How do you deal with that? How do you plan for that? Okay, then you will want to see a reversal here and then going higher, and then you trade maybe like a small position here on your demo account for that matter and see if it works, and then you place your trade into break even and hope that it goes well. Same thing here again if it comes down here, same thing if it go down here. Now, how can you then plan better for next week? So since we now have a bottom here, you then want price to be above this high, come back down into the buy zone, and then going higher up to 78.70. That would be your target. And then you probably want to have your stop loss down below 76.20, but also you should not have too much leverage, too much risk in your account, so it should be less than 1%. So if you have $1,000, you should not lose more than 10 if you lose. Now, for the Australian dollar, you should have read about the RBA, you should have read about the demand for iron ore, and you should have read about what other banks are thinking about this market for this next coming weeks, months. If you haven't done that, start with knowledge, and start with knowledge. That's how you become an expert. I started 6 years ago doing this. Now it's your turn. Here we have the CRT report for 2nd of March 2021 and the hedge fund managers in the market to make money. Here we have the US dollar, Aussie dollar, euro. We have the American dollar. We have more longs coming in. We have shorts taking profit. Still okay because we're still overall short-sighted. So as we go through, I will just pause it for you and you can lead through it. Australian dollar is mostly long, but also for this week we have more longs coming in, short taking profit that is more bullish, that's adding to the bullish side. And for the euro, still highly long, but some longs took profit and shorts come in, but still fantastic. Here we have British pound, Japanese yen, and New Zealand. The most noteworthy is that the longs took profit in Japanese and more shorts coming in, taking the Japanese yen down. And for gold, silver, and crude, the most noteworthy is the amount of profit taking on long side on gold, more shorts coming in, sending the gold down. For the Euro USD, we haven't really turned around yet. We have the target of 1860 for the month. We have fallen this last week, so what is really left for us now? We just have to wait for it to return higher. That doesn't mean we're going to buy it. That doesn't mean we're going to sell it. We're just going to wait. We're going to be patient, because once we are in the direction we want, once we are in the instrument we want, once we have the perfect setup, that's when we'll start engaging again. As prices are falling, we don't really care, because we have fundamental bias of this one going higher. I do thank every one of you who have been commenting and liking this video. Please give it a shout out. Please share it to your friends so also more people can have the benefit of learning new stuff also this week, okay? Thank you. I would not enter on this trade yet. I would probably enter around here, probably stop loss down here, and wait for it to return higher. Target would be around 21.20, and the rest will be history. For pound dollar, we have been talking about 37.50 before as the bottom. Now that we got our bottom, we just have to wait for reversal, wait for prices to go higher, and wait for the moon to shine. No, okay, we have to have rules. We need a higher high, we need a higher low, and we need continuation of the pattern. We need to be conservative as we are moving into this move. It can go lower, but until then, we are patiently expecting it to hold 37.50. Stop loss is always 50 pips, and see how it goes. So for pound yen, we have the buy prices for last week. That is that one, this one, and this one. Then we have follow-ups of buys, follow-ups of buys, follow-ups of buys. We have 1, 2, 3 opportunities last week to buy. Now this week we're hoping either 149.50 is going to hold, or 149 is going to hold and then continue higher, 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 and then higher. What we don't want to see is break below 149. That would be a bad situation. And 148 ultimately will break this uptrend. We can say okay for 1 week and go down to 148. That would be basically everything we want to see of bearishness, as we are still hoping for this to go higher. Target would be around 150, 150. We would have 50 pips stop loss as always, and if you are entering around 148, you'll probably have your stop loss down below here at around 148.50. Fantastic. Now, how do you trade this? How do you do this? I mean, what is your secret? Patience, patience, patience. As we are moving higher, that is what I'm looking for every single day. And I know when we break lower, I'm not interested. So I'm very bullish when I'm bullish. I do things as we go higher, higher, higher. But when we're not going higher, 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 now as Desert, I will take it back and I will come back another day. New Zealand dollar has come down to 71, which is one of the prices I want us to see. Then I can also see 70 and still be content with this one going higher. So for New Zealand dollar, US dollar, hoping for double bottom higher, higher low, continuation higher. Remember, we have stimulus packages coming in soon, so dollar bullet bearishness is going to continue. Dollar bullishness is just a short-term thing. So if you're going to sell this one, I'm not going to put into it. I'm not going to advocate for it. I'm not going to push you to it. The only thing that I'm going to say, wait, be patient, because the coast is not clear yet, but once it is, so just waiting for this to turn around. 50 pip stop loss below 70.90, and target should be around 73 or higher. USDCAD, we have some sell prices I have been pointing out for you. So 27, 28, and 29. As you can see for this next week, 28 is in the target for next week. Also, if we do that, I hope it will then fall further. I do also hope that currently we're holding the 127. That would be great because it's easy. It doesn't complicate things. Currently, it's a bit difficult market. It was a very difficult week. Sellers took here, buyers got here, sellers are partly break even, buyers are partly break even, and we're just in a mess in between. So I will put a question mark. I will wait for a better setup, maybe a new low down to 26 and then lower. Or if it goes higher, just wait for it to return back down again. Easy, simple, straightforward. Don't fuzz it. Don't make it difficult. For gold, I have an alert at 1650. We're still not bullish, but don't leave yet. I think we are soon, have a bullish run. Probably in the next 2 weeks. Well, we've been going down for so long, what did you think it's gonna go? Well, trust me, bro. I got this. I was right about February, I was right about January, I was right about December, and I was right about November, and you still don't want to trust me? For gold, waiting for double bottom, higher high, higher low, situation has to go above 1720. Until then, we'll wait. Because those who wait never waits for granted. So here we have US dollar still going higher because of OPEC. That was new information that was not in the charts, told us this is going to go higher. So they did production cut or continued their production cut, so they're just going to go higher. Where we're going to go, maybe 70. Take the pullback, whatever you get, continuation higher. This is not bearish. I'm not taking any bearish trades on this one, okay? Fantastic? Fantastic. Okay, that was everything. Tomorrow at 19:30 GMT +2, I will be live. Please be there. It's going to be amazing. I think that's going to be the best webinar this week. So